This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
Graves, you talked about this earlier, and as this matchup has really begun, can Evans' high-flying style overcome that monster mentality of Jasper Troy?
So far, it's done a pretty good job. I don't know if Evans got all that.
Welcome everybody to Didn't Get All of It. What a week of wrestling we've had. They heard we were doing episode 101 and they gave us nothing. I'm Paul Griffin, and joining me is most of the Fatal 4, like Kody.
I am mostly here.
And mostly Noah.
Is they the wrestling industry and is nothing stuff to talk about? Is that what you meant? Okay.
Yeah, they gave us nothing.
I think you mispronounced that word in the intro, Paul. It's not mostly Noah, it's moistly Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Moistly?
Moist. Yeah, like America's Most Wanted.
That's right, your favorite tag team.
My favorite t-shirt.
Do you own that shirt?
No, I want one real bad.
We'll find a way.
I don't know. I feel like the last time we talked about it, Kody looked it up and it was like kind of expensive.
Well, that sounds about right.
Like people selling them on eBay. I don't know. Let me check.
You know what's not expensive? Signing up for the Patreon for this lovely little podcast we do and supporting the show. It's only $3 a month and you can get ad-free episodes and chat with us in the Discord all week. What a great thing that is. And if you give us $5, you get bonus shows. Like the mailbag that we filmed or recorded last week and dropped on Friday. It was a hoot. We talked more about diarrhea.
Fun. We didn't talk about diarrhea.
That's what everyone wants to hear on the wrestling podcast is poopy talk. Anyway, that's all the spiel. We don't have to do anything with that. Noah, you finally got 2K26.
I did. I finally put some time into that. You guys like this video game, huh?
I mean, I don't understand why you got it. It's definitely a not for you game.
I got because B-Rob gifted it to me, and I.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah. He wanted me to give the video game a try, and I
need B-Rob to give me something.
It was for my birthday.
The only person giving me gifts is Kody.
That
happened. I got the Cody Rhodes toy that Kody got me for losing the bet, and that shit showed up in its box at my doorstep, and like. Not packaged at all. They just put a big sticker on the outside of the toy box and just dropped it at the door. Like shipped in original packaging Amazon.
Wait. Oh. Like it was just the action figure?
Yeah. Was there? Some guy carried a Cody Rhodes toy around in his car with my name on it for like a whole day. It was ridiculous.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
I don't know where Kody went, but I'm hoping that he fought them to get his money back. Oh,
I think my internet died for a second. You guys just like went silent.
Oh,
yeah, it was you. We were talking about the Kody toy.
Kody toy. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, the one that showed up in its box.
Yeah, what the fuck? They sent me the your package has been delivered email, and there's just a photo of. Just Cody Rhodes with a giant on Amazon sticker. Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's
good thing you live in a
good
good neighborhood.
If I was like a box collector, it's like I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, that's not. There's no way that's arriving mint. If it's just
the box was actually in great shape outside of the massive sticker on the front window of it that I cannot remove. So.
That's okay, because you took him out and you're playing with him, right?
He's posed next to my Empire State Building Lego.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing some research here. I refuse to believe that anybody bought this John Morrison shirt. I don't think you'll ever find this. Like,
I can't find it on eBay.
Images, no, yeah, there's like no sales, no nothing. The only history of it even existing is just like
a Wikipedia page,
the graphic, like the graphic from WWE Shop, and then John Morrison wearing it on Raw one time.
It's such.
Do you think
good
he paid
t-shirt.
for it too, or do you think he just had
might
one?
This might be the rarest WWE shirt of all time. And I am now determined to find it and gift it to Noah. It's
probably the rarest until now with that new Austin Theory shirt that 0 people will buy. It says
an Austin Theory shirt.
Front. It says on the front says pressure, and on the back it's like you will see it and you will feel it.
Oh shit!
Like this is a great shirt for someone with allegations.
There's like I found a link to a bootleg America's Most Wanted t-shirt. Like someone's just using like.
I love bootleg shirts though.
Like custom print shop. And just like
imagine custom printing
posted the logo, yeah. For like $20.
Insane.
Is it safe to say that John Morrison is like the best wrestler with the worst merch of all time?
I beg to disagree.
Because he's also the one that had that shirt that just said like "I'm gonna eat your lunch." Which, like,
I mean, Daniel Bryan had really bad merch.
Yeah, but he had some iconic, like that iconic Yes shirt is very good, like the Obey parody. Sure. But
Roman Reigns has never had good merch, but he's also not a good wrestler. So
he's had some decent ones. He's just had
what about that
and a lot
JPEG? What about that like deviant art drawing of a goat? Remember that shirt?
Yeah,
who had that?
Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Roman
did?
What?
They both had goat shirts.
Yeah.
I don't remember that Roman shirt.
Googling. You hear the keyboard.
This is what people want to hear, is us talking about bad t-shirt designs. So Noah, we interrupted you. What about this video game? Don't you like?
Oh yeah, what do people do for fun in it? I'm wondering.
You grind. You beat up Eric Bischoff a lot until
yeah, but like what mode, I guess, is a better question, because the first thing that it lets you do is, wrestle, and it's like, okay, well, there's not really much progression there, obviously. So the next option is My Rise, and that shit sucks. That's real bad.
Yeah, My Rise stinks, which is a problem because that's how you unlock like a bunch of things.
That's unfortunate. So then the next thing I clicked was My Faction, because it seemed like you guys in the chat were saying how much you were enjoying My Faction this time.
Don't say that. I don't enjoy that shit at all.
No, yeah.
My Faction's terrible.
It's so bad this year. Like last year, I actually got into it. It's so difficult. And like if you do sliders or change your difficulty setting, it doesn't affect that mode. So
what do you mean difficult? My Faction's like the easiest fucking mode.
No, absolutely not.
I was winning matches in like 10 seconds.
Which mode are you playing? Because if you try to do the like live events, like the Undertaker casket match that's on there, good fucking luck.
Oh, I haven't done that. Oh yeah, that sure does suck. Life's not fair and
Life's
still.
Not fair and still. It's
all
still
right.
What?
The GOAT.
I think that's the champ. I don't know. That's bad. That's a bad shirt for a guy who's not good at this. No, I did like the world tour shit. Like the first part of that is like a cakewalk, and then the towers
but it
was
gets
super easy,
very hard. The other modes are very, very hard, and it's like it's so annoying because there's so much shit locked behind that mode, and you have to like unlock. You have to, in order to even try to unlock something, you have to already have 10 different cards to meet the requirement.
Well, yeah. I guess
you're not getting Brocco one.
Right.
I went to Reddit to see what people had to say about what they do for fun in the game, and it seems like most people do My Universe mode is where most people go to have fun.
I haven't invested any time into a universe mode in a while, and I kind of want to again because it is a fun way to just play matches. But
yeah,
if you're bored with playing matches, that's all this game is.
It's not even that. I think, well, because the thing about My Rise is that you barely do that. Like, you're mostly just standing around looking at character models and choosing bad dialogue options. And then sometimes you get to wrestle.
And the character models look terrible in that mode.
So bad. Like, it looks like a PS3 game. This is a game from 2K and WWE. They should have the budget to make them look good.
You could play The Island.
That sounds worse than My Faction. From what I've seen. Like, oh, you can go to the virtual Nike store. Buy shoes for your guy.
You can do the CM Punk mode.
Yeah, I do like
know if I can. Because I have the base version. I don't know if...
No, Showcase is in there. That's the whole selling point.
Okay. Is it the Attitude Era that I don't have access to?
Probably. Does that mean you just don't have Stone Cold in your game?
I think so.
No, he does. He just has to unlock him in the ringside pass. It just means he doesn't have like Kane from '98 and China from '98 and like DX.
Damn, I spent too much money on this fucking game.
Yeah.
Whatever. I haven't played it in 2 weeks.
Also,
I just don't.
I texted this to y'all, but the censoring of some of the music is really funny because I am intimately familiar with Man Made of Meat by Viagra Boys. And there's a lyric in that song that's, I am a man that's made of meat. You're on the internet looking at feet. But when they play the song in the game, it's just, you're on the internet, and then just silence. Because they don't want to say looking at feet. They don't want the kids to know that there's feet on the internet that they can look at.
That's such a weird thing to censor.
Oh. And then there's like a whole like almost spoken word passage about like signing up to your mom's OnlyFans. And they censor pretty much all of that. So it's just like a weird like jangly guitar part with no lyrics.
I never listened to any of the music. It's just like noise in the background.
Yeah, and the
sound is on, though. I want people to understand that I played WWE games with the sound on.
Just not, Super Mario Odyssey, any of the Final Fantasy games. Except for the one song in Final Fantasy VIII, apparently.
Final Fantasy VIII has the best soundtrack of any video game, so.
It's real good. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll probably keep playing 2K26 with like while I'm listening to podcasts, and I don't know, I might check out my universe mode.
Did you finish all the Spider-Mans?
I did. I finished Spider-Man. I platinumed Spider-Man 2.
Nice.
So I'm all ready for whenever Wolverine comes out, because that's why I played those. So I'd be up and, kept up with the Insomniac Marvel games.
I don't know if there's going to be any Spider-Man even mentioned in the Wolverine game.
Well, sure, but mechanically, development-wise, I want to be kept up with it. I don't know. I bet you'll see some kind of teaser at the very least, some sort of mention of Spider-Man.
Maybe. Doesn't it suck they didn't do anything with Carnage, but they talked about him?
No, I thought that was a cool tease. I thought that it was.
They haven't shown us anything for the third game.
Mission. Well, sure. I'm sure that'll be a while.
What's the holdup? What are we doing? Is this a fucking TV show or a video game?
I mean, aren't they doing like a Venom game?
There was talk about it. I think they canceled it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. They did cancel that. Yeah,
which
that was a
good
whole story
because Venom sucks.
Whoa.
I was to say I knew that trigger Kody.
Venom sucks, man.
Bite your tongue.
That would hurt. I don't want to do that. Venom bites his tongue all the time. You see how long that fucking thing is? How big his teeth are?
Yeah, he'd be biting that thing all the time.
So chomping away on his tongue. What are we doing? Should we talk about the wrestling stuff?
I think this is a podcast.
Is there any news?
Yeah.
I'm so glad this is a regular bit now. We used to have music. Now we just have shuffling paper.
Oh shit! I dropped my. Okay,
Drop the newspaper.
The WWE Hall of Fame class of 2026 has gotten a few more inductees added to it. This past week, it was announced that NBA legend and NBA Hall of Famer, or Basketball Hall of Famer, I should say, Dennis Rodman is being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Cool. That seems appropriate.
Sure. Very cool. I'm happy for it.
Who do we think inducts him? Is it going to be Kim Jong-un? I'm trying to think of any friends he might have.
I mean, it would have been Hogan if he was still alive, I feel like, but...
Well, thank God for that. Maybe DDP?
Could be. Yeah, it could be Paige. That would make sense.
Jay Leno?
Yeah, I've always been okay with the celebrity wing aspect of the Hall of Fame. Like, it's fine. It makes sense. And this is definitely one that should be a thing. I just remember I didn't really watch WCW. I watched a little bit of this program with I saw the Jay Leno stuff and Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman and I remember I had a Dennis Rodman WCW action figure that I used to play all the time.
Oh, interesting.
What a genuinely strange program where it's like, all right, we have Dennis Rodman. He's going to join the NWO and feud with Jay Leno and DDP. And we're going to run the angle on the Tonight Show.
Okay.
They should do that today with Jimmy Fallon and Roman Reigns. And Braun Breaker and who plays a sport? Who's a sport guy? Tom Brady? They're trying to make something out of him.
I mean, they
He's
love
retired.
that.
It would have to be like... I don't know.
They love that soccer guy in Saudi Arabia, don't they? They keep putting him in stuff. He was like a playable character in the recent King of Fighters games.
Oh, I'm not sure who that would be.
Messi? Is it Messi? I don't know soccer people. Anyway.
Who was the
Messi is a
sports
soccer
guy who had no legs that killed his girlfriend?
He had, like, talking about the like double amputee guy who just
he used to be like a runner or something, and he had like blades for legs, and then his girlfriend was like going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. He's like, I thought someone broke in, so I shot a dozen times through the fucking door and killed her dead. Who is that guy?
I don't know, but this is a double amputee, meaning a guy with no arms and no legs, like killed.
No, this guy had arms.
Dumped his body.
This guy had arms. I'll tell you,
he was well armed too. Apparently,
this guy yells.
It was Cristiano Ronaldo, by the way, is the guy
his
that
girlfriend?
I think. I think just like the Prince of Saudi Arabia just really likes this guy. So, and also they were funding
Oscar Pistorius,
Fatal Fury,
That's
Fatal
the
Fury,
guy.
City of the Wolves, and they put him in the game along with like his favorite DJ. Apparently,
all right,
okay.
That's a whole thing.
I already saw WWE Shop has some Dennis Rodman merch, which is pretty cool. I hope we get him in the video game. They should.
That'd be fun. Dennis Rodman edition, $160.
Yeah, have him fight
NWO theme.
They've already announced too that Topps, he's going to have a Topps autograph card in a future set for WWE, which I think is fun. So, yippee.
Neat.
And then they also announced this week the two newest additions to the Legacy Hall of Fame, whatever the fuck that means.
It's old people that aren't around to accept the reward.
Bad News Brown and Sid.
Of the Psycho persuasion?
Yes. Or Justice.
I'm surprised he hadn't been inducted already.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the fact that like he didn't get to go in while he was alive is a travesty. Like, that dude was a bona fide star. And like way too cool in eras where things weren't really cool.
Yeah, he broke his leg that one time, and everybody doesn't want to watch that video.
Yes. Have you seen that, Noah? When he broke his leg?
I don't think so. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've actually seen it.
You should watch it.
You shouldn't watch it. Do not watch it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like they didn't like. I guess the legacy thing is for people that aren't around anymore, but hasn't always been the case. Like Vader went in posthumously. I think I'm saying that word right, but he wasn't like a legacy thing. So I don't know, but whatever. Congrats to Sid and Bad News Brown. I've never seen a Bad News Brown match, so I can't really comment on that.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this. Yeah, oh god, I don't like the way it dangles.
We're talking about poop again?
No, if we learned anything last week, we don't have danglers.
I mean, I hope I don't have a dangler. I'd rather have just fly out of me than a dangler.
We got a floater.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, his leg his ankle just like disintegrated. That's crazy.
Yeah. Don't like that.
Yep.
Well, Kody,
I'm sorry. I'm going to be completely honest here. I'm going to be completely transparent. For the past like 20 minutes, I've still been scouring the internet for this America's Most Wanted shirt, and it's just like got me down this weird rabbit hole. I'm just looking at I'm just like doing vague search terms now on eBay for WWE shirts. And I found this has got to be one of the weirdest fucking shirts I've ever seen. It's clearly like a bootleg shirt that would have been sold like by somebody in a parking lot after a show for $10.
Hell yeah.
But
I got one of those.
It's
raw.
Great shirt.
It's so
I can't even describe it. We have to post this in the Discord.
It is Shawn Michaels, Christian,
it's in the other
Eugene,
chat.
And Randy Orton. Like on a shirt. But what it is
it's a picture of the back of their shirts. Like in little boxes under pictures of them.
In the front of their shirts. Like I know exactly what this is. This is an image that was used in like WWE magazine to advertise the shirts that they're wearing.
And they just
that's why
it.
And they just printed it on a shirt and slapped the WWE logo on the back. Well, it could be yours for only $75 on eBay.
You know what's crazy? It says under Eugene, it says inspiration for a new generation. And I have never heard of a single performer come up saying, I was inspired by Eugene to be a wrestler. But we have at least one person who was inspired by Alexa Bliss. So
the back of his shirt says, Eugene. What's your name? Where are you from? Was that a catchphrase of his? I don't remember that.
Who?
Eugene.
Is that what it says on the back? What's your name?
Says,
where are you from?
What's your name?
Yeah, I think he used to say that to people.
Interesting.
Like in that voice, the one that we will not do on the podcast for obvious reasons.
Oh, so you'll say the word, but you won't do the voice. Okay,
that's
I see
right.
how it is.
You can still get canceled for doing the voice. I can't believe this America's Most Wanted shirt has a fucking stick on it. Just like a little squirt stick.
Yeah, that's what they use to squirt people.
I know, that was so bad.
It wasn't the Miz in like a wheelchair too when that was
I thought Morrison was in the wheelchair.
Oh, was it Morrison? Oh.
He would squirt people with a water gun.
Yeah, man. Sounds right.
Anytime someone tells me wrestling today is not good, tells me that they were not watching wrestling.
What was that? 2019? Was that 2020? No. When was that?
I think it was more recent than you think.
Oh God. So like 2022.
Yeah, I know. I think it was like 21 because wasn't it?
Oh God.
In the lead up to Bad Bunny's match.
Yeah, because I think they did have crowds back. I think it must have been.
I just found a YouTube of Damian Priest versus John Morrison on Raw. Oh, Miz was in the wheelchair here.
Oh,
I'm so confused. Very
Is John
bad.
Morrison also involved in the zombie stuff?
Yeah.
No, that was just Sandman.
No, not that zombie stuff. The fucking like zombie match they had.
Yeah, the pandemic
during
match.
the pandemic.
Yeah. There were zombies out like on the other side of the barricade, and they threw John Morrison over, and he got eaten by zombies.
I don't remember that at all. Truly one of the worst times, not just in society, but in pro wrestling too.
Remember when they threw Rey Mysterio off a roof? Off the roof of the headquarters of WWE?
They threw Aleister Black off the same roof in the same match.
I thought that was a genuinely fun cinematic match. That Money in the Bank.
But I never want to see it again.
Yeah, sometimes I get the weird like urge to be like, does this hold up? Should I go back and watch some of this stuff? But then I remember that like it literally killed my interest in pro wrestling. So anyway, speaking of killing interest in pro wrestling, you guys remember how last week we were talking about Ronda Rousey showing up at the AEW pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's going to be great. She's going to work with Tony Storm, and it's going to get them a lot of attention and eyeballs on the product, and she's going to shit on TKO the whole time, right?
Well, you're right about that latter part, for sure. She's just not going to be doing that on AEW television because she admitted this week that her recent appearance was just a shot at TKO, and she has no contract, no future plans for any appearances or anything like that.
That's genuinely horrible.
Why'd they do any of that?
Why would you do it at all? Also,
why'd they do any of that?
Do you think TKO gives a fuck?
No.
They didn't even know it happened. Like, they couldn't possibly care that she showed up and pointed and then took that as she doesn't like us.
Why would they care?
Insane that they would even put her on TV. It pissed off their entire audience. And what'd you get out of it? You got nothing.
Nothing, and there's going to be no payoff.
And I guess Ronda didn't beat up Tony Storm?
That's a good question. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Somebody beat her up. I just assumed it would have been Ronda, and then...
That's also what I assumed.
Guess not.
But apparently she's not around. Also, she's like written off because she fucking died. I don't know.
That is so dumb.
Is it problematic to just assume that anytime a female wrestler suddenly takes a bunch of time off, to just assume it's because she's pregnant?
I don't think it's a wrong assumption.
Because I feel like Tony Storm might be pregnant.
I know it's inappropriate to ask if someone's pregnant, but
sure,
if a wrestler is disappearing from TV and is not injured and has no signs of any reason to be off TV, and they just happen to be of the female persuasion, surely that's one reason to not be on TV.
Because I don't know. I the way the reporting on that was Tony Storm is going to miss the rest of the year.
Yeah. So how do you guarantee that?
You mean 9 months?
9 months exactly?
Yeah. I
and
feel
it's probably
that was
that
their
early
way
stage
of
where she knows, but she's not it's too early to say it's too early to make the announcement.
Sure.
So that's my hunch as well.
Yeah. Which, if so, I mean, congrats. But like,
good for her.
Yeah. So, anyway, no payoff there. But don't worry, Noah, I got some great news for you.
Oh,
The women's champion Thekla has re-signed with AEW.
oh, good. Apparently, people like her. Apparently, people on I've seen people on Blue Sky be like, "Hooray!" and I'm like, I don't know. I just don't. I am not entertained by her wrestling. I think that her promos are cringy. She's doing this thing where, she'll be talking to, the interviewers or whatever, and she'll be like, "Baby, baby, baby," like she's some kind of high shooting Hollywood personality, and I'm like, what is this character? I don't understand.
I thought she was a spider.
I also thought she was a spider. I don't know what's going on. Also, I have this video of the zombie match playing. Sorry to go off the rails here. This is Joe Gacy, right? This zombie is Joe Gacy.
He's really evolved a lot as a character.
I think so.
What's this for?
Army of the Dead on Netflix.
Okay.
Actually, you can see here as Damian Priest shoots his arrow into the sky and makes the logo for Army of the Dead show up.
Tremendous. Just excellent stuff. I don't remember that at all. I'm so happy I don't. And I'm mad that you showed it to me. This is on Backlash?
Yeah.
Backlash.
This is what they called it, WrestleMania Backlash, hoping that people would buy another show because it had WrestleMania in the name.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Vince McMahon fucking sucked. What a fucking bozo. Well, is that all the news?
Kinda, yeah.
We made it. We did it. We did the hard part. Let's take a break and think about what we've done. When we come back, we're going to talk about Collision and Dynamite. And later, Kody went to Raw. What a treat that must have been.
Yeah.
And we're back. Let's talk about some wrestling television. Started off here by talking some AEW. What the hell was that?
The hell was what? Oh, it was probably me holding my microphone.
I heard
put it back on the desk.
I heard rhythmic buzzy tapping. I was like, were you tapping your mic?
No. I can't be comfortable. I'll just sit in my chair like I've been doing for 100 episodes.
So AEW Collision. I know you guys don't want to hear me talk about Collision, but there was one little thing that happened. Also, they split up Collision this week. They had what was it, Slam Dunk Saturday and Slam Dunk Sunday, because I guess they were rotating around basketball happening on television.
Because of the madness?
Because of the madness. And
oh, yeah.
So they had 2 hour-long episodes split across 2 days instead of 1 2 hour long episode. And it was a bunch of matches, like how Collision is a lot of the time. But there was one special match that was Tommaso Ciampa versus Lio Rush. And this is the new Lio Rush that looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. And
Is this where they debuted this look?
I think he had this look during Revolution when they did that 21-man blackjack battle royal. He showed up looking like this then. So this isn't necessarily the debut, but I think this did get a lot of people talking. I saw a lot of people talking about his look from this match. And correct me if I'm wrong, listeners, I don't think they have an explanation for this. I don't think there's an inciting moment that made Lio Rush this way. I think he just showed up to work one day and was like, this is me now. I'm a little fucking freak. He shaved his head. He's completely bald, smooth head, and is wearing contact lenses that make his eyes completely white except for his pupils. So he's got like that weird eye look going on. That. And he's also just making the weirdest sounds. He's making like the weirdest, like high-pitched monster sounds. And he does this really weird thing now where he'll like knock someone out to the outside of the ring. And then before doing like a suicide dive, he'll get on all fours and gallop around the ring before flying to the outside.
So surely they're going to explain why he's doing this, right?
I don't think they will. I think this is just Lio Rush now.
He's just weird guy now.
I will say a thing I appreciate about
What happened to wasn't he in a team and they wore spiky jackets?
Yeah.
Are they not together anymore?
I don't think so. I honestly don't know what Action Andretti is up to, which I believe is who he was with for that team.
With the spiky jackets.
That's also a good question. He's not wearing spiky jacket. He's just wearing trunks and boots. No more. Ooh, I don't know if I want to know what spiky jacket time is. That sounds like it hurts.
You can create it in 2K26. That's the fun you're looking for.
Lio Rush has gone through so many different failed
he really
attempts
has.
At trying new things, and just add this to the list.
I will say a thing
he's like
I appreciate.
A pretty decent wrestler. He's pretty talented, but he's
got a unique moveset. I see him doing stuff that I don't see anyone else doing.
They should just put him with Bobby Lashley and let him do his favorite pose.
A thing I appreciate about it though is that like he's a little fucking freak, but they haven't shown anything like outright supernatural happening. He's just kind of a fucking little freak. Like that's, I don't know. I kind of appreciate that they're not going like overboard with it, except for the part where he gallops around the ring. But that like also he's just like unpleasant to look at. Like it is like I mean I mean in that like he's
You're
not like
here first, folks. Noah hates bald people.
I mean that like you could. I mean, I feel like you guys would probably say that the Wyatt, like take the Wyatt Six. Like you would probably say they're like
no, maybe, you take them. I don't want them.
You probably say that they're like over designed. Like they've got too much fucking shit on them. Perhaps
too much shit on them. They can't breathe.
Lio Rush.
I don't even want them around anymore.
This version of Lio Rush is like a very minimal version of that. Like it's still kind of, it has the same vibe, but again, he's just like Lio Rush with a bald head and these like eye contacts, and all of the rest of it is just him acting like a fucking little freak. And he really does a good job selling
in the cowboy hat section of the Discord, and that made me mad.
Oh my god,
because that's not the mountains I want to be looking at.
That's yeah, so that was Lio Rush and Collision. But then over on Dynamite this week, Taz is back. Taz is back on commentary. I love that.
That's good.
Still as good as ever. And his first match to commentate back was Swerve versus Omega. This was the match that the stipulation was if Kenny Omega lost, then Swerve got his EVP status. This was also a like number one contender match. And it was, hey, would you expect that a match involving Swerve Strickland and Kenny Omega would be good? Because
yeah,
it would.
Turns out,
yeah,
it was again. They did it again. The finish was interesting because they kept teasing, like Kenny tried to do the one winged angel like twice and then got countered out of it, and then he eventually got like like an avalanche version of it. But yeah, good wrestling. Good wrestling, these two. But Swerve did not get the EVP status. Kenny Omega did end up winning. And then later in the night, there was a segment of Kenny Omega and MJF talking, and Omega challenging MJF for the title at Dynasty. Kenny Omega was doing a lot of talking this episode because he was also like just kind of like walking around backstage and people were hyping him up back there. Like he had a little segment with Speedball back there too, where they shook hands for a long time. And also people throwing out challenges for Dynasty was Will Ospreay challenging Jon Moxley for his title at Dynasty. Also, we're going to get Ospreay fighting Pac on next week's episode of Dynamite, which I don't
Pac
think
still look like a little fucking freak.
He still looks like a fucking little
horrible
freak.
outfit.
And his haircut is like new, shorter hair.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen Pac around lately, so I think this is maybe his like first match after his. He goes on little short sabbaticals. I assume back to across the sea. But he's back now.
I wonder when the TSA stuff is going to start affecting the talent. Because it hasn't happened yet. But surely it's about to if something doesn't get done.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. But also, I really like the thing that the Death Riders have this new thing where they'll do a huddle and then they'll like jump and spin around doing the huddle. I like that. It's a weird, silly thing that they do for a non-silly faction. And then, okay, Paul, brace yourself. There was a mixed trios match on this episode of the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Daniel Garcia, and Marina Shafir versus Skyflight, which was Dante and Darius Martin, and one Zayda Steel.
Yeah.
Who, this was the first time I've seen Zayda Steel.
Oh, when the first time I saw her, I was like, it was an Alexa Bliss moment for me.
Yeah.
If anybody remembers that other podcast we hosted, the first time I ever saw Alexa Bliss before she did anything, she just wore the Property of WWE t-shirt on the website. I'm like, this girl is it. And I feel the exact same way about Zayda Steel.
I could see that.
Insane to me that WWE dropped the ball with her so quickly.
Where was she on NXT?
She was part of the ID thing, and then she was on Evolve for a second. And they had her paired with the frat boy dudes. And then she just left because I don't think she didn't seem to enjoy what she was doing, which, fair.
Sure, yeah.
But I've seen some of her promo work on the indies, and I've seen a little bit of her wrestling, and I'm like, this girl has everything you could possibly want.
Because that's the thing, right? Yeah, because I saw her come out for their entrance, and my first impression was pretty lady. But then she got in the ring, and it's like, oh yeah, she's very captivating. Her just her persona in ring is just entertaining to watch.
She's amazing. She is going to surpass Top Flight and leave them in the dust like their Buddy and Murphy. And she will be one of the biggest stars in wrestling someday. And they will just disappear.
I cannot wait to play this clip in 3 years when she's
main eventing WrestleMania against Charlotte.
When she's not even employed by any major company and doesn't even wrestle anymore.
Hey, look. Plenty of former wrestlers who are not employed by major companies have been providing great content for other reasons and making just fine livings. And if that's the route she wants to take, I will support her in that endeavor. Because I support women.
That's right. We support women here.
Some would say I'm the only fan.
Women's rights.
Paul supports women just like I support Rodney Strong. Roderick Strong, Rodney Strong being in the conglomeration, which was he announced. I believe it was actually on Collision, but then he had a match with Orange Cassidy against the Dogs, and I don't know. That's exciting. I'm just glad Rodney Strong. I keep saying it. Roderick Strong keeps having matches on TV because I like watching him wrestle. He doesn't have to talk, but I like watching him wrestle.
At least he stops doing the Adam thing.
I haven't heard him just yell someone's name as a joke in a while. So yeah, I think they realized that was over. just good. But yeah, that was pretty much AEW this week. Not like, I guess like the biggest kind of developments were, like setting some stuff up for Dynasty. Oh yeah, there was a backstage segment where like Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita kind of buried the hatchet as the drama in the Don Callis family continues. Yeah, decent little solid week. Good in-ring action as well. So yeah.
Well, if you don't like in-ring action, WWE got you covered this week. And we'll talk about it right after this break.
Welcome back to Didn't Get All of It. We're going to talk about some WWE. But before we do that, I have a very important question for Paul.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill. Zayda Steel, Alexa Bliss, Carmen Petrovic. Go.
Well, I'm not killing any of them. Sorry. It's not happening. Can I marry all three? Yeah. Yeah. I think that might work.
But you have to move to Utah.
That's fine. That looks pretty. They got mountains, nature.
Among other things.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We solved that one.
Also,
so you guys want to talk about
like, we were in the middle of a break and Kody was like, we gotta get back to the podcast.
This question's so
an important question to ask.
Can I marry them all at the same time? So when they say you may now kiss the bride, all of us have to, like, it all happens at once. Like a nice...
That sounds messy.
I mean, it will be. It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
We'll talk about jizz later, don't worry. Because of what CM Punk said on Raw.
What's the most amount of people you've kissed at one time?
It's the most amount of people you've kissed at one time.
That's an interesting question.
It's hard to do more than one at a time. How many mouths you got?
One mouth, but a lot of holes.
Well, maybe you could put a jelly roll in that hole.
Yeah, there we go. Let's talk about SmackDown.
Yeah,
SmackDown was like not good. They did a couple things though that were fascinating. One being Jelly Roll and Kit Wilson, seeming like a Jelly Roll's going to come in here, get a one up on Kit Wilson, and move on to something else. And instead, Kit Wilson whipped his ass.
And it was amazing. Instead, we got possibly the best build to WrestleMania in this entire company.
There's also there's Jelly Roll cut several promos on this show, and one of them was backstage, I think, with Randy Orton, and it was excellent. And I don't know, I see people online complaining about Jelly Roll and like not being a wrestler, and that's fine. He cuts a better promo than the majority of the people who work there, and they should all ask him how to do it.
Again, I mean, I don't have a problem with celebrity involvement if, you know, the intentions are good and they care and it's clear that they're a fan. Like, guest host era Raw, there was some fucking stinkers on there. Like,
I think the problem is, like, when they're fans, they want to do good and they put the effort in and they try.
Right.
The other thing is there's so much wrestling right now that it's not like they're taking the time away from somebody else that should be getting it.
True.
Because for the most part, I think everyone's getting time. With the exception of Carmen Petrovic on NXT, which makes no fucking sense. They should build the whole show around her. But, like, you know, we're not dedicating several segments to Hoda and Kathy Lee.
Right.
And I thought was very fun, but nobody else seemed to enjoy it.
And it's elevating Kit Wilson. It's putting him on a, you know, under a bigger spotlight, honestly.
Which is crazy. And Kit Wilson calling him fat phobic for losing weight is like the funniest fucking thing in the world.
This was a genuinely entertaining segment. I thought both. So they did a like poetry battle like slam poetry thing, and Kit Wilson was pretty funny, and then Jelly Roll came back with some Yo Mama jokes that it popped me, and then Kit Wilson beat the shit out of Jelly Roll.
And he's got a cool corkscrew elbow drop, which is neat.
I don't know where we're going. Like, apparently they're supposed to wrestle on SmackDown next week.
They announced
something. Seems weird. It seems weird if they don't pay this off at WrestleMania. But also, it feels weird if it's just a one-on-one match. So
yeah, Jelly Roll faces Kit Wilson on SmackDown this week.
Huh.
Which, no, he doesn't. Like, that does not happen.
Yeah. Let's say, like, do you think he has ring gear?
He wears black shirt and black pants.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
Or they will wrestle and it'll be great.
Randy Orton was all over the show also.
Yeah. I don't like this anymore.
That didn't last very long.
I thought him beating up Cody Rhodes was really cool, and now he's like cutting the crowd does not care. They're like, we're not booing Randy Orton. It's just not happening. When he's had this trouble before where they tried to make him a heel and they're like, no, you're too cool. Everyone likes you. And he's like talking about how he's got voices in his head, and I'm like, that's your theme song. That's not a trait that you have as a pro wrestler. And it's just lame. And then he like confronted Zack Ryder and called him like a loser mark who plays with toys and an indie dork. And I'm like, wow, that's hilarious that they would do that on TV. And then he beat the shit out of him. Your boy Zack Ryder looked like a fool on this show.
That's all right. He'll get. I assume they'll get a match next week.
Yeah, Zack Ryder will defeat Randy Orton on the road to WrestleMania to
hell yeah
undo all of this.
I mean, maybe Cody helps him win. You never know.
Yeah, it'll be like the Hurricane and the Rock.
Ooh, that was good.
That was good. Didn't do anything for the Hurricane, but it was good. But yeah, he beat up Ryder at the end of the show and was going to do the same thing that he did to Cody, but instead he stepped on the chair and broke his arm or something. He's also still talking to someone on the phone, and people don't know who it is.
I think it's
got to be his dad.
It's got to be Ted DiBiase Jr., right?
I just don't know why Randy Orton would confide in Ted DiBiase Jr.
Because
like if anybody. Yeah, but no.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying he just got off from his welfare fraud allegations.
So
I think he's going to be a mania.
I don't. Maybe he'll be there as a fan in the crowd when they need a seat filler because they didn't sell all their tickets. Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu fought all around the show, and at the end they fell off a tall thing. It was dumb.
A tall thing?
Yeah, they were outside of the arena, and it was like, I don't know if it was like a billboard or if it was like the top of a truck, and they like fell off, and everyone was like, "Oh no, they hurt themselves." It was stupid.
Did it have ragdoll physics?
No, because it was like blocked by a fence, so you couldn't see the giant padding they both fell onto softly.
I do not care about this program at all.
The thing that I do care about on SmackDown, which I did not put in the notes, and it's the most interesting thing going on SmackDown, is depressed Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae aligning herself with Motor City Machine Guns. I don't know what's going on there, but I like it. And then she brought Johnny Gargano to NXT this week to help break his funk, and there was a gauntlet match going on, and he immediately got attacked, and then he just planked for the whole match until it came down to one guy, and he was like sat in the corner, and Candice LeRae pushed him on top of him, and he planked on top of him and beat him.
That's pretty good.
Now he's got a title shot against what's his name? The Miles Bourne.
Yeah, I forgot Gargano was in his Sad Corbin era.
He's sad because he lost the Fraxium mask and Tommaso's gone.
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was SmackDown. Not a week that was particularly good, but the Jelly Roll stuff was really great. Also, Kid Wilson is very great. Kody, you were at Raw?
Yeah, I was. Raw came to Boston, and I wanted to go.
Important question. Fuck, marry, kill. Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi. You have to do it. You can marry them all, though.
Can I fuck them all?
I'm sure if you tried hard enough.
Could you kiss them all? Is that is the amount of people that you've kissed at the same time more or less than these three people?
Yes. All right. So I went to Raw, and I was gonna, but then I looked at tickets and I was like, "Fuck that, too expensive." But then, like, kind of last minute, a friend of mine hit me up and was like, "Hey, I rented a suite at the Garden for Raw. You want to go?" And I was like, "All right." And it ended up being way cheaper than if I had just bought tickets. So, I got to the arena, and I don't think it was a sellout. Maybe it was. I don't know. I mean, they didn't do that thing where they make the stage really tiny and sell seats behind it, but it was pretty packed, and there were a lot of fucking people at this arena. And I showed up, and there was a line like around the entire building almost of people waiting to get in. And I just don't understand that for an event like this, because we all have seats.
So you gotta get to the merch stand and pay $40 for the $35 shirts.
But like, just wait. So I did not wait in that line. I went and like got food somewhere, and then I went in the arena, and it was so hard to move around. There were so many people. I did want merch. I wanted the CM Punk
shirt
exclusive. No, didn't want that. That was there, but did not want that. I wanted the CM Punk shirt because he's doing that whole gimmick now where every city he goes to, they sell a CM Punk shirt. That on the back says like city name is best in the world. So they had a Boston is the best in the world shirt. I was like, I feel like I should get that. But I was not waiting in line. There were way too many people. So I went up to the suite, and I was like the first one to arrive. But it was nice. It was it's a nice way to watch a wrestling show, because it's a decent view, and you're like away from the smelly crowd. Like it's kind of nice. And we like had a private bathroom there, so that's cool. Yeah, if you can afford it and you've got like enough people that you can, split the cost with, I do recommend it. As far as the show itself, it was fine. There was hardly any wrestling on it, but I did think some of the angles they did was pretty good. The show opened with Brock and Paul Heyman coming out, and Brock, for some reason, very over. People were happy to see him. But Oba Femi, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know. I've been jumping on his bandwagon recently, but after like experiencing it live and just seeing him in person, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in on this guy. Like,
how many people did you see swinging their arms?
So many people. And they kept cutting to the crowd. I don't know if it was on TV, but they kept showing it on the big screen. Like, people in the crowd were doing the whole thing, and just the like the whole chance with it all. It's just fun, and he's so cool. And I thought the segment was perfect. Last week was better, but this was a perfect follow up of, Lesnar, at least, okay, he was prepared and like tried to get him with the F5, and Oba just outpowered him and knocked him out of the ring, and Lesnar sold it like hell again, and yeah, it worked.
So do we think that eventually Lesnar gets the one up on Oba, or does Oba just keep beating him and then squash him at Mania?
I think that's the way to do it.
That would be so much cooler than next week Brock Lesnar gets the one up on him.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the guts to do it, but they should.
I think if he does get a one up on him, it has to be like through Paul Heyman shenanigans or something, like a low blow from him to set it up or something.
I guess
Lesnar can't just like outsmart or not outsmart, outpower him.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, they haven't fucked it up yet, so
right. Give them time; they will. What else happened on this show? I'm just like,
you got to see Austin Theory wrestle.
Pictures. I did. Oh yeah, that tag match.
Him and Logan Paul took on the Usos.
Yeah, that match sucked. Like Logan Paul didn't do anything.
Jey Uso's new character, though, I think is the best he's ever been.
I don't know, man. He's just the same that he's always been.
I mean, yes, I find them still to be quite boring, but as far as like doing things, it's him cracking both of them with the brass knuckles and being like, I don't give a fuck, is far more interesting than Yeet Guy.
Yeah. I don't know. He's more close to his like bloodline character than he is his Yeet character right now, which like is fine, but it's just
the bloodline stuff is driving me fucking nuts. I feel like LA Knight.
Evergreen.
Like, he's like, don't you guys get back together? And they're like, shut up, man.
Oh, speaking of LA Knight, this didn't make it to air at all, but he completely ate shit during his run-in at the end of this match.
He's a clumsy guy.
He's so fucking clumsy. He's running like full speeds. We see him from the crowd. He hops the barricade and just lands on his ass. Like he just, I don't know. He didn't like necessarily trip or like hit it. He just hopped it and just boom, right on his ass, got back up and ran in the ring. Pretty embarrassing.
Damn.
And then at this point, that match bored me. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go downstairs and see if I can get some food and get a t-shirt. The line was not long at all, so I was able to get my t-shirt. And then I went and got, you see this? You hear this? You guys know about this thing? Not fried chicken ice cream. Do you know about this?
Excuse me?
The fuck?
Yeah.
No, I think I
good.
do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It is awesome. It is ice cream that looks like fried chicken.
Yeah.
Can you picture this, Paul?
Like, is it cake kind of?
It's not cake. It's like a wafer cookie that acts as the bone, right? And then it's surrounded by vanilla ice cream, which is then coated with like cornflake breading
right now.
They sell this.
What
at the
the
TD
fuck
Garden.
is this?
Yeah,
This looks great.
it's so fucking good. I love it. I got it when I went to Raw for Cena's IC title win, and it was like hell yeah. So I had to get it again this time. It's very messy, and you have to eat it like pretty quick because it's
going to melt.
Yeah, melt and fall
Because
apart.
you're holding ice cream in your hand.
Yeah. Very good.
That's awesome.
Do recommend. Anyway, so I'm getting that, and I'm making my way back up to the suite when all of a sudden I hear, "Let's light it up," and I'm like, "Fuck!" So I ran back up. So I don't know. I guess Becky cut a promo first, and then AJ ran out and like ran her off. I made it back to my seat like just to hear AJ's challenge for WrestleMania. So
yeah, I thought it was weird that
but
Becky got the last word here, but yeah, they set up that match. Promo was fine.
AJ looked good from what I could see.
All right, fuck Mary. They also did the Heyman got Rollins arrested angle.
Yeah, that was. I kind of liked this segment. I thought it was. I don't know. Rollins looked cool.
It was the best he's looked since coming back with the fucking masked gimmick.
Yeah. And I don't know. I always loved the Austin getting arrested segments back in the day. Like, it's just badass to have a babyface taken out of the arena in handcuffs.
Apparently, Heyman has a restraining order against Rollins, and that's how this happened, but I do like that Heyman's also like bumping and not just running away and getting away with everything like a Don Callis.
True. Yeah.
Dude got fucking clocked, and it was great.
Yeah, the thump that when he hit the mat was very pronounced.
Yes. He's a big boy.
I really hope Braun Breaker can get cleared, though, because if not...
It sure sounds like he's going to.
What are we doing at Mania if he's not?
Gunther's going to join the Vision.
Yikes. Then the ladies had a tag match that, boy, the crowd did not care about. Like, I was cheering for Lyra. I was trying to get the woo going, but
people aren't even doing the woo anymore.
I mean,
they
like,
did for her entrance.
Faintly. Yeah, her entrance, like, faintly. But then she's like, during the match, she's like, raising her arms, trying to get the crowd into it. And
yeah.
I love that there's like one guy in a box seat being like, come on, everybody. Woo!
Yeah, that's me. Penta Dominic had a match that was like fine. There was like really no good wrestling on this show. That's the thing. Like, some of these angles were fine, but I guess Penta Dom was the best match. But very forgettable.
Yeah, I didn't care about the match, but I was the Finn Balor return was a hoot.
And the Liv Stephanie Vancouver like surprise attack was cool before the match, but
how about our weekly Punk Roman segment?
Yeah, before we get to that, I did want to also mention main event spoilers for the two people in the world that care, but that was taped before Raw, and some guy named, hold on, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this right, Royce Keys wrestled there. I don't know who the fuck that is, but
what's his deal?
I don't know. He wrestled on main event against the fucking Pete Dunne luchador guy.
Was Jelly Roll anywhere in the vicinity?
No.
I need to know.
But I Show Speed was.
Wait,
that was the other thing.
Did he win?
Yes, he did. He beat the
important question.
The luchador guy. I Show Speed is I like, I've seen his content vaguely, like I've never watched his streams or anything like that, but I've seen clips and I don't know. Dude's pretty entertaining. And I thought he was really good on this show.
Remember when he got
they gave him?
Remember when he got super speared by Braun Breaker?
Yes.
Well, now he's cursed, which is worse.
Well, when they showed him at the top of the show with like Javon Evans arriving, I thought for sure they were setting up Javon and him versus the New Day at Mania. But then he didn't really interact with any of those folks. He said he was doing comedy bits with Danhausen. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going with that, or if it was just a one-off thing. But anyway, yes, let's talk about Punk and Roman. Talk segment.
They talk. They love to talk.
I don't get why fucking Roman
week.
Reigns.
This was the better of the 3 weeks, but
I mean, the physicality was good, but I thought the actual promo content was not great. Like, I really don't care about the Uso stuff, and I also I don't really get why Jey Uso is the one that's so like fired
this
up.
Is a Jey Uso Punk program,
right? Because like they had a program for the world title, and it wasn't like this. It wasn't this intense, and like they're friends in real life, and I don't know. If anything, I feel like Jimmy should be playing this role more of being like, nah, fuck this. Like, you beat my brother for the title. You are saying all this shit about my family. Like, I don't know. There's no history with Jimmy. So I just feel like it would make more sense for him to be in this role. But
I did enjoy Jey Uso rushing him and immediately getting clocked.
By
that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Roman took orders from Jey to beat up. But yeah, Roman did the whole fucking like bloodline shit. Like, you've already worked tonight. Go home. Get out of here. And crowd seemed okay with it.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, why is the crowd into Roman Reigns? He's a fucking dick. Like, just like not even besides the fact that like, yeah, he sucks. He doesn't show up to work. He's boring. He's bland. He's been the same character for the last 5 years. But
like you're talking in kayfabe.
In kayfabe, he's a dick to his family, to the audience, to Punk, like who is a bona fide babyface. Like, what are we doing? Why was so much of the crowd chanting OTC, and Punk was like actively getting boos at points, even at the top of the show when they showed him on the screen. Like,
it's so weird. Like, I cannot fathom like why it is that way, but I think the amount of years they spent saying Roman Reigns is the guy, he's the guy, enough people are finally like, yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah,
but he's not good.
Love putting their little fingy in the air and shitting.
Is this not? It's like Stockholm syndrome. Is that the right term? Like, the audience has been fucking tricked.
I mean, there are plenty of people who liked his title reign, which is insane because it was so fucking boring.
I mean, we can all agree that
the only interesting things that ever happened were like at the end of it.
Yeah,
right.
Like the Sami Zayn thing was good, and Cody beating it was it. That's the only interesting, memorable thing for that entire 4 years of him being a champion. Not great.
Yeah, no. But yeah, Punk got sent through a table, and the show ended. They played Punk's music after the show went off the air. He kind of stumbled to the back, and then I went home. And that was it.
Well, I assume on Monday we will be watching them talk again.
Woo-hoo.
To close out the show.
At Madison Square Garden.
Could they do it at the beginning of the show this time, please? Just for like a change of structure.
Yeah, that would be nice, to be honest.
I hate
what I could
when the main
honestly,
event is talking.
If Breaker's ready, I could see the show starting with Punk and Roman stuff, and then ending with Braun Breaker returning and like spearing Seth Rollins or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Which by the way, I mean, I've seen other people call this. I don't think it's crazy to predict this, but it probably is going to be done in the form of like Rollins has all his masked goons out there, and then one of them
spears him.
Yeah.
Could be cool.
It could be, and that could be a way to end the show at MSG next week.
Also a great way to stop bringing masked guys around, because one day one of them might attack you. Just revert him back to something. What I don't know what he is now. They did announce the Usos and Logan Paul Austin Theory is a street fight, and I know it's not going to happen, but I'm going to try to speak it into existence anyway. They need a fight in the street.
That would be cool.
I would like that to be where a street fight takes place. Yeah,
they should go to Penn Station.
Yeah, like fight out of Madison Square Garden into the street. I don't think that's too much to ask. They used to do stuff like that.
Video game 20 years ago.
Yeah, you could do it in the video game. You could jump off the news ticker in Times Square, which is no longer there because ABC picked up and moved.
Also, real quick, something about MSG reminded me from Raw was Bayley and Lyra cut a promo after their match talking about challenging Lash Legend and Nia Jax. And whose idea was it to have Bayley end the promo by saying, like, I'll wrestle you next week in the world's most famous arena?
All right,
you're in Boston.
But Boston's fucking stupid. Do you think the TD Garden is like, no, we're more famous? That's a dumb thing to get mad about.
No, we're not more famous, but like, obviously Boston hates Madison Square Garden. Like, so don't put them over. Just say next week on Raw. Like, don't.
They got to tell people where the show is because I don't think they've sold all their tickets yet.
Well, do better shows, and maybe you'll sell them.
Yeah, maybe. Everyone's going to be there pointing fingers in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put my finger in my butt.
Well, folks, I think we didn't get all of it. But we'll try again next week when Cody has a full finger in his butt For myself and Noah and, well, you know. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.
Done. I've got to clean all this shit up.